You're watching RISKSA TV. My name is Hannah Barry, and I'm coming to you from the PSG Conference at Sun City, which has kicked off today. We've just heard from Deputy CEO of PSG, Francois Gouws. Francois, thanks for joining us here today. Francois, you spoke about, just sort of to the market conditions, and you said that the environment is not the same or won't be the same as has been our experience over the last 3 or 4 years. How do you see the market developing going forward?
I think since the crisis we've actually had a relatively tranquil market. The market has more than doubled off the lows, and that's as a consequence of policymakers around the world investing in securities markets. And that's underpinned stability. And I think the question is, what will happen when those policy makers, such as the Federal Reserve in the US, stop buying government bonds? I think the simple conclusion from that is that volatility is likely to go to more normalized levels, and that market circumstances will become slightly more volatile.
PSG has obviously undergone quite a significant restructuring over the last quite short while, and has divided its business into PSG Asset Management, PSG PSG Wealth, and PSG Insure. Now, PSG Insure in 2012 actually had a negative growth rate of 29%, and yet, the company seems quite optimistic and positive about PSG Insure going forward. If you can just talk to why the optimism, and how do you see the situation turning around?
I think we've had very difficult markets from an underwriting point of view in South Africa, but it's not just been unique in South Africa. It's the broader international underwriting market that has gone through a very, very difficult phase, and our own business has obviously suffered from that. But we feel we've got a good business, and if anything, the way in which we've coped with this very difficult underwriting environment has increased our conviction that the people in that business know what they're doing, and that we've got a robust business model, and that when this underwriting cycle normalizes, that we'll do extremely well. So, for those reasons, we are very committed to our insurance businesses, and, we're optimistic about the future.
On that note, you'll be taking over as CEO of PSG shortly, and you said just toward the end of your presentation that although you will watch your competitors and learn from their mistakes, you plan to walk your own course, or PSG will walk its own course. Would you just like to leave a message for our viewers around the future of PSG?
Well, I think in many ways, PSG Konsult is a unique firm. We've got 225 offices in South Africa, with 670 advisors servicing 140 clients, and the advice that we provide is independent, and the model which we employ is an open architecture model. And I think we analyze and look at what all the various product providers want to do. But, we want to play to our strengths as I've outlined them. And that's why I said at the end of the presentation, whilst we want to learn from everybody and whilst we want to avoid mistakes, in aggregate, we will follow our own recipe. We'll do what we think is correct and reflects the future direction as we see it, which may not be the same view that that product providers may have.
Well, there you have it, an optimistic future for PSG going forward under Francois Gouws. Francois, thanks for joining us today.
It's a great pleasure. Thank you.